In November of 2008, allegations of a hit list rocked the community in Shawano, Wisconsin.
On October 30th of this year, a Canadian citizen contacted
A Canadian citizen named Robert Cameron accused an educational organization in the area of giving him a hit list that included the names of 60 people. The mayor, police chief, sheriff, and local judges were all included in that list. Everyone involved with SIST was shocked. They had been victims of organized terrorism in the past, but nobody from SIST ever expected to be targeted with such a vicious smear campaign that would label them as murderers and trash the name of this well-intentioned, international educational organization.
I never dreamed that people in this small, quaint town would be so vicious and tell lies against SIST.
SIST owns and operates a secular school in India and runs several businesses in Minnesota and Wisconsin that fund the school.
We've been accused of being a religious cult. The gift store has been shot at, death threats have been taped to businesses, the headquarters has been bombed and shot at several times, and locals drive by on a daily basis throwing out trash and yelling obscenities, but none of us ever expected to be accused of murder.
When allegations surfaced, every news station in the area helped to smear SIST.
A picturesque town in the Midwest is this.
News stations in the area kept their smear campaign up for weeks, headline news every day. After airing on CBS with Katie Couric, it was picked up by news stations across the country and played over and over. Nobody did any due diligence to find out if there was any truth to their allegations. It was one of the most vicious smear campaigns in modern history. Then Bob Cameron, the man from Canada who had been working with the mayor in her attempt to bring SIST to its knees, surfaced at the Kiryat Hotel. He swaggered in asking for a meeting with the board members from SIST. During that meeting, he bragged that he was working with the mayor to drive SIST out of town, and he suggested they close down all of their businesses and give up. With millions of dollars invested in the area, SIST refused to back down. After that meeting, Cameron started threatening to kill them. In a veiled attempt to threaten one young man, here's what he said.
Listen, Bob Cameron, you don't know me, but your dad tells me you're going hunting. I just want to make sure that you go hunting and you're safe. Anyways, just let him know that Bob Cameron called, and I'll see you hunting.
When that didn't intimidate anyone, the messages became more clear.
Are you hiding? I hope you're hiding, because we're coming. I told you we're coming. Better be hiding. All of you better be hiding.
This message.
You hear that? Me and my guys are getting on a helicopter and we're coming to Shawano. We'll be there tonight. You guys all better be hiding. I'm coming.
Many people in the community know that the mayor is the one who actually wrote that hit list. They know she is the one who contacted the media to help her spread a campaign of fear and hatred towards SIST. They know she is the one who incited much of the violence towards SIST personnel. They know she is the one responsible for wasting millions of dollars on bulletproof glass, extra security, and countless other expenses. Yet bonded together through a common race and religion, nobody in the area has stood up to help clear SIST's name. In fact, since that time, many of SIST's properties have been stolen, and reminiscent of Kristallnacht when Germans trashed properties owned by Jews in Germany, some of SIST's properties have been trashed by the community, with the police standing guard at Lorna Marquardt's request to ensure that SIST personnel did not interfere.
The Ponderosa property was completely destroyed by the public while police officers stood guard, preventing SIST's CEO from exercising their ownership rights over the property. Ponderosa owed SIST 18 months in back rent. Rather than pay their bills, working together with Lorna Marquardt, they decided to break their contract and move out, gutting the restaurant, taking everything with them. They spread word throughout the town in order to get everyone involved, helping them destroy the property. Under Lorna Marquardt's direct orders, the Shawano Police Department stood guard to keep SIST personnel away. Amid the CEO's protests against their illegal activities, she was brutalized by an officer who fractured her wrists and dislocated her shoulders while placing her under arrest for loitering on her own property.
Since then, SIST has lost the USA International Raceway, Kiryat Hotel, and several apartment buildings, all stolen by followers of Lorna Marquardt who, bonded through race and religion, have worked together in this crusade to drive SIST and its Indian founder from the Shawano area. According to former followers, hatred for anyone who is not a white Christian is regularly preached from the pulpit at Zion Lutheran Church in Shawano. This is a view which this extremely dangerous, evil, and satanic cult leader, Lorna Marquardt, wholeheartedly subscribes to.
Another position Lorna Marquardt holds is Commissioner for Shawano Municipal Utilities. She directs workers to tamper with the meters, cutting the locking devices, and manually changing the meters to reflect more usage. She sends people out to do complete meter replacement several times a month at some of SIST's properties. The tampered meters read out more than what is actually used. This is another form of harassment, intimidation, and a way to financially destroy the school.
Now, in an attempt to conceal her crimes, Lorna Marquardt is writing a book. An excerpt from her book talks about this so-called hit list. Obviously, nothing in it is factual. Just like in the days of her forefathers during the Crusades, she is devising a scheme to further her objective of forcing SIST, its Indian founder, and all people associated with SIST out of the area. Their ultimate goal is to steal all of the properties and hand them over to members of this vicious, bloodthirsty, white supremacist Christian extremist cult.